Alright, now I have no idea if me going live is when I click the YouTube button or 20 seconds ago when I was recording. But I've clicked go live in YouTube, so welcome everybody. I don't think I have my notes pulled up, so let me do that real quick. But in this episode we are looking for USOs more than anything, because we do need to catch up on the resource grind. Where are my notes? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this is streaming correctly, but this one, we'll go ahead and leave that. I'll just leave that up there. I'm going to need this tab, this OBS window. Where's chat? Here we are. There you go. Alright, welcome everybody. Let's go ahead and get into the game. Now we have 3 mil. It's June. When do artifact sites start? Is that in a month or two? It has been a while. Welcome to the stream. We'll see how today goes now that you're here. How many soldiers do we actually have here? Give me a number. 21. So we need a navigator before we get a better craft. As in we need an alien navigator, and we need to interrogate it. So I don't know that it's worth more Aquanauts right this second, but we might want to consider it. Home. Did I decide that home base was going to be the soldier base? I don't really remember. Because right now it's the everything base, and it's going to do pretty good as the everything base. I probably leave this as at least research. I might need engineering too, but I kind of doubt it, seeing as the workshop facility is so small and dense for the number of jobs it gives. Oh, I need more engineers. Okay, I should work on that. So what I'm considering right this second is putting another hangar or sub-pen up here. Because I'd like to keep the Seamaster around just for niche scenarios where it's useful to have this thing. But I need the Barracuda sooner than later. So I think I might as well just do it. This will remain our everything base for a little while. I can always get rid of one of the sub-pens when we're no longer using it. Now, the other question is it worth building a base up here, over here? Our bases aren't perfect. But one over here-ish. Oh yeah, and this is good enough because the, not the Hyperwave decoder. The Terror from the Deep version will expand this range out to here. Then we end up with a base like here and whatever I do up here. Let me check the graphs. This means nothing to me. What color is this? Not Africa. Sea of Japan. Okay. That's pretty much all they did last month. So they're outside of radar range. Or sonar range in this game. That's cool. What's it gonna cost me to build a new base? Aren't these things like... These things are like 3 million. I don't know if it's worth putting this here. No, this should be worth putting down. Hopefully we're getting USOs this month, which will give us some more money. What was that, South China Sea? Put it here, and we're gonna need a singular corridor alongside a, this is bugged, or they just don't have a plus version of this visual. Alongside a single wide array sonar. Okay, and that's gonna cost us not quite 3 mil. We should be good. I'll fly to Alaska now. It wouldn't surprise me, but I would be pretty disappointed. Oh, nice, we're done with Zarkwood. Now, I think we need to do one of these to get... no, we have an electronic component, I think. Deep one gives us... yeah, the aquatoids are useful because they give us 2. Okay. I don't know if I've researched one of those or if I even have to research one of those. What I am interested in is more technicians. This should be fine. Oh yeah, Zarbite ammo. That's something we needed to get much, much earlier. We'll have to take a look at that for the gas cannon, but we haven't seen enough USOs to really get a chance to use that. Oh, we haven't even researched the Barracuda? That's going to be priority 1 unless I see something important on this list, right? Because it's going to take a little while. Moray? Okay, wait a minute. Do I even need an engineer? An engineer. Technician? Hold on. Poseidon. We can already research the Poseidon. Okay, so no, there's no need for... We will probably be recruiting soldiers or aquanauts very, very soon. Okay. Do I actually want to make these yet? Two Zarbite. I mean, we have 70. Let me look at the numbers here in UFOpedia to see if there's anything super impressive by comparison. We're looking at 80 versus 65. Excuse me. Now, I don't know that... Clip size, power, weight. Yeah, so the explosion size is based off of its power. So power 80 is pretty good. And while it doesn't seem like that big of a jump, what we also need to remember is that a lot of the aliens are just on the threshold of surviving one of these high explosive rounds, so having those Arbite bolts is super useful. The only thing is, they're going to be pretty limited for the time being. So making like 10 of these is probably a good idea, and then we just take them in specific missions that we actually need. Okay. That should be good. And I'm trying to think of what those missions would actually be right now. Technicians, good. No, I want to go to the workshop. We're also done with our manufacturing, okay. Go ahead and do the deep ones real quick. Yep. Now, we'll go ahead and make these Arbite bolts. Good. Military base assault, that is possible. Yeah, that'd be a pretty good use. Like, any sort of the terror mission in that style could be really useful out of the Zarbite bolt set. Manufacture. Now, is there anything we actually need? Now that we have money, I have a feeling that none of the Zarbite flare. Do we want flares? We might want flares. There's also a chance that we find some weapon that fires incendiary and sets fires off in the distance, so we don't have to throw flares around. We might want to craft gas cannon, although I do believe... Yeah, so we need the navigator for... We need the navigator for the next tier of weapons. I probably want a gas cannon. But that's not going to be useful till we get the next tier of interceptor anyway, because it has a slot that's forced to be a cannon. Past that, I don't know that we need anything crazy here. How many aquaplastics do we have? 193. Hold on a second. Okay, go make medkits. But what I need to see here... 280. Right, okay. So that's not happening. Incendiary gas cannon is an option for lighting, but the gas cannon is so heavy that I'd prefer to have a different weapon. I don't need the incendiary damage to be high, I just need it to start fires. Because currently we can only ever get away with, like, 3 people on the team. We might be able to do more now, but, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Okay, maybe... maybe we need to swap out our soldiers. Who's still in here? Also, 3 more available. Sort by strength for me. Hold on, I do actually want you on the list. That will do. Original order. The flamethrower is a good call, but yeah, it won't be underwater. I think I have a couple of those around. At the moment. It also depends how much range the flamethrower has, because we want to be able to light up to the edge of our distance, or the edge of our sight lines. There's also some sort of a bioflare we get later, so this whole thing might become unnecessary. Oh, we do have some Zarbite flares, so just throw those on there. That's why we only have 70. And I was looking at crew. We have some fish food. That's not what I wanted, hold on. Space used 10, space available 2? Oh, there's only 8 Aquanauts. Yeah, we have a fresh round of soldiers on here. Apparently, a lot of you guys are strong enough to carry gas cannons because of how long you've been in the training pool for. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle out the last 3 here for you 3. Corridor is done, we can go ahead and build another wide array sonar. And we have the Barracuda now. Weapon pods 3. Okay, maybe this thing does have a forced cannon slot. One that's modded in. New fighter flying sub. I almost want Poseidon, but that requires the aliens not being in the South China Sea or over by Japan, because we don't have coverage over there right now. I do think this is really useful. The MC reader. That's going to take an eternity, maybe not. I was going to say, we need this for the future, but... Leads to regen bay. Yeah, go ahead and give me this thing. We have a couple of fun weapons in here, potentially. Dolphin craft torpedoes could be nice. We might need those, too. I'm also interested in smart projectiles and the exosuit, but at the same time, we don't have the aquaplastic income that we need, because the first thing that I want when we do start getting aquaplastics is the Poseidon here. Okay. Yeah, and there's our final... What is this thing going to take? A lot. This thing also might require Zarbite for fuel, looking at that. We'll see what happens. We can't make a Barracuda just yet. What I am going to do is check the graphs. They've done absolutely nothing this month. Okay. Which means a mission will start up soon, and hopefully we'll have coverage over it, because we're only missing like a third of the globe. Medbay, this could be really nice. Limited to 1 per base. So we should consider building this. And we don't have access to the one that follows. Also, this thing leads us to hydrophobic acid, a couple of interesting things, acid weapons. Are these dual media? That's a clip. I don't know, but at the same time it might be worth it. Gilman Corpse leads to the thermic lance. You know what? Give me that. We should have enough of these laying around to be worth dissecting. Medbay bases. Is it worth building the medbay? Because people keep getting wounded for a stupid amount of time, but it's only ever like 2 people at once. I don't think we have the armor just yet. Very small, very deep. Okay. The other thing I was gonna do... Well, no, there's no graphs. That's why I checked the graphs. I wanted to deploy the Seamaster to scout, but... That's a good sign. I like this region up here where it's just out of coverage. You go ahead and buzz around over here. See what you spot. Okay. Yeah, we seem to not be finding anything up there. Could be worth getting a buoy. But we still don't have enough subpens for that. Well, we can put it at a different base. Could have sent it after it? Yeah, but it's going to be too slow. There's no way the Seamaster keeps up with a very small USO. Also, a lot of the times the very small just don't land. This is not any different from before. A lot of the time the very small don't land and they just fly over and scout. Nothing new. We don't have a thermic lance yet. We could research the flamethrower, but it doesn't lead to anything. New fighter flying sub's gonna take a while, leads to more a hybrid fighter. I don't know that there's... Oh yeah, this leads to our buoy. Give me that, since it could be relevant. Gonna say, we're gonna get like a supply ship, and I'm gonna have far more aquaplastics than I know what to do with, and I'm gonna be very upset that I didn't research anything to do with them. No, there's still nothing. Okay. I'm gonna start researching the aquaplastic things now, because USOs should be showing up. Fuel capacity 2K, a lot going on here. Okay. Well, not a lot going on here, but this should be able to sit in the ocean for basically forever. Okay. It's pretty good. I don't need the tactical version of it. If the aliens decide to shoot down a buoy, it's not going to be able to fight back. I'm sure that's a surprise. The exosuit. This is probably the easiest thing to spend aquaplastics on, since I think it takes like 12. I am tempted to... No, hold on. I need a different base. None of my other bases have a subpen. Alright, never mind. Hold on. Let's go ahead and throw a subpen up here. We probably want 2, I want to say. So, Indian Ocean here. Where else would we want it? Probably here? Oh, okay, that's fine. No, we want to build facilities. Give me another subpen here. This at least gives us the option to put buoys around. Suspicious underwater activity. Okay. So before I do this, what do the graphs read? This is still a whole lot of nothing. Hold on. If I get rid of... What color is this? North America? South China? No. That's total? Oh, that's not going to help me. Okay, so the South China Sea is what doubles the size of the graph here. Nope, that's the only one that's actually doing anything. Not you, not you, not you. It looks like it's the North Sea. But we already kind of knew that. We saw the only USO that went over there. Yeah, okay. So the only USO that has spawned we've seen. I'm just going to deal with this one, potentially. Do we have ours? Arbite flares. Yes, okay. Most of you are strong enough to do whatever I need. 39 is the perfect weight for our standard Loadout, you probably want a gas cannon. You already have the gas cannon. Did I hit tab twice? Yes, but it didn't matter. Okay. Some of you should be strong enough to carry an extra scanner. Not that we really need it. This should be good enough. We have our 2 underwater drones, so we can go ahead and go ahead and see what's going on here. Yes, and I'm not going to try and game this till it's daytime because of how late it is. Is that a normal grenade? No, no, no. And you get a knife because it's very light. If they shoot back, we're not going to be able to play around with that. What? Huh. And this is where the terrifying silence part of the name comes from. That's interesting. There must be something here. Okay, hold on. You're gonna have to switch with somebody else. You can probably throw both of these, can't you? Yeah, you should be good enough to do... Just get it over there. Okay. It's probably the corals. Okay, but that is true. But this is also like a quarter of the map we're looking at. I'm tempted to leave the drone outside, but I'd rather not spend 25k on... Yeah, because that would be so much faster, I feel, if it was the corals. Zarquid, okay. I was gonna say, the coral bar is pretty much instant since they can't move. Can you just fire a snapshot here? No, you cannot. Okay, you should be able to get away with an aim shot. There are no shortage of Zarquid in this ocean. Yeah, that's a change of pace. By the way, are you sitting on flares? Of course you are. Okay. Okay, neither of them are looking at you. That means that you're gonna need to throw one of these things to here. I'm gonna put you on the roof here. Hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, I know you see both of them. You can't really get away with shooting because they are just going to kill you if you don't insta-kill it. Okay, so that guy's still there. Okay, so now you don't see it, which should be good enough. Okay, this is manageable. Now I'm gonna hate trudging across the map here since we spawn perfectly in the corner. I need to cycle people with less valuable weapons to the back of the sub. Okay. Apparently you hit something with that. Okay, so it's going to be turn, you're back in your corner. Okay. Well, we still don't see anything. Go ahead and throw a smoke at the drone and stand inside again. You're gonna move so that our second drone can head in this direction. You're also gonna throw a smoke for it. That's close enough. And we don't see anything. Okay. Well, we spread out. Now, those less valuable weapons I moved to the back are all carrying flares that I need now. It's a good flare. Can you throw another one? Yes. How was the first one just barely in range? That was not a good flare. Interesting. Okay. Can you see anything now? No? I mean, I guess you should look this way. Okay. We're gonna get another one of you up to the door. We have another gas cannon here I'd like outside, and the rest of you are carrying flares. You're all cut up now? Yeah, there's no shortage of Zarkwood here. Now, I can't really complain, because this is a good 40 aquaplastics per mission. And since there's no USOs, this is going to be our best source. But, I would prefer USOs for aquaplastics, is what I'll say there. Oh, you already threw yours. Just, I don't know, go hide over here. You're in the same boat, go ahead and hide over here. Gas cannon, you don't have a gas cannon, go ahead and step forwards and throw this for me. Range. Can you get it out to here? Doesn't really help us. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna smoke creep further forwards and just use this one drone. That means you get to... This hill's a problem. Throw a smoke to... That was not even close. I guess we're going that way. Now I am tempted to have you fire... No, you can't fire an aimed shot. I am tempted to have one of you fire a shot in that direction. You know, you aimed shot, 0%, never mind. We're just about it. We're not even close to the edge here. Okay. No, because you're going to need your ammo. You should absolutely grab a Zarbite flare. 2 of them, even. You've thrown both of your flares, or never had them to begin with. And you can drop one of these in favor of Zarbite. Okay. Hello. Interesting. For some reason you were still on the flamethrower stock. That's really far behind. I mean, they came up more than once, but man. And I know you have another flare you can try and throw. Yeah, because stand on where the drone died. Drop yourself a smoke. You guys should probably be throwing smoke so we can inch forwards here. Now you here with a gas cannon, I'm gonna have you fire at Zarquid. Good. Oh yeah, you have a powerful flare. I'd like you to inch forwards. Try and throw it out to here. Love the range of that. I still think it weighs a little too much, but massive improvement. Yeah, and you guys kind of get to stand here. That was not the path I would have taken. Oh yeah, also we need another smoke way out here anyway. Probably here. Yeah, and you have the gas cannon, so of course you can throw. Okay. You two can step outside. We're gonna be inching this way, and you guys get to kind of stand here, I guess. Should head this way. We want a third gas cannon moving in this direction. There you go. Okay, now from here, that's perfect. You can see further through smoke. You guys should be able to fire aim shots. No viable trajectory. Can't complain about that. I assume you're out of flares. You are. You're looking at 13 time units to throw this. Can you throw it to here? That's good enough. And you fired the shot. Yeah, you two are just gonna have to watch the side as we all continue to inch forwards. Now, I don't want to go up a tile because we can't fully see. We're just gonna have to keep inching forwards. Who has flares? You have a flare. Still 13 to throw. That's pretty good. Huh. Okay. Throw me another smoke. You guys are gonna grab our old flares and throw them somewhere new. You all with a gas cannon can probably stop moving right about here. We're gonna have to do a circular pass around the map. I'm tempted to have the drone go out this side of this. We'll need a new smoke, so when this goes off, he can go out this side, then up a layer to keep the little bit that blooms up here as cover and just make sure that side of the map's clear. Okay. Well, nothing so far. That's good enough. Go ahead and grab yourself a flare. You have yourself a flare. Can you throw it to here? Yes. Okay, this is gonna work out then. Well, somewhat. Oh, you have a giant flare. How far can you throw this thing? Range, range, range. That is not what I wanted you to see. Good job, team. I'm not really sure how you saw that guy, seeing as we have a smoke pretty... We threw a smoke pretty far out. We're looking at... what, 5? So there could be 5 more left on the map. Seems likely that there's 5 more left on the map. You go ahead and grab this thing, throw it out to here. Okay. Not enough time units, alright. Yeah, you might want to back up. How close are we to the edge? We got another layer of flares to throw, a bit more over here. And you also don't have anything crazy. If I turn off our lights, the nearest flares are there. Okay, you can just run back to the craft and grab some more. It's not like there's any shortage of them back here. Time units? That's fine. Okay, I'm also tempted to have you throw flares. That's close enough. Just throw flares out to the team here. How did you throw there in the first place, then? Just put it in your hand. Range. I just need it into this. That's not good enough. You can throw this guy to a similar spot. Range. Oh, this is a good flare. Okay, hold on. Throw that thing way out to here. You have a gas cannon. You must be able to throw this far. You don't even need to throw that far. So according to the 3 flares on the side of this hill, there's nothing. No, you... Okay, you're out of time units. You look this way, you look this way. We probably want to smoke out... here, I'd say. That's a good throw. And then you get to head forwards. You did your thing for this turn. You can probably throw this out here. I don't really know that we need crazy coverage. We could probably already see there, but you already had it. Yeah, now you're back to being underweight. Okay, so they keep flying up to that spot, so we can inch forwards and see if there's another one there. Yeah, okay. We're gonna need to... You have a flare? How far forwards can you get? You need 13 to throw. Sprinting... Can you throw over the hill? I kinda doubt it, but... I mean... I'm not gonna complain, good throw. You got flares, turn the lights off. There are no super nearby flares. There's one way back there, one up on the hill. What we probably want to do... You've already thrown your smoke. What we probably want to do is retrieve them all from the side of the hill. So you guys can start heading that way. At least the 2 of you. Do you have a smoker? No, you don't even have smoke. Sorry, back up. You can step outside. We're gonna need you pretty central over here. Damn. Okay. Spot the Zarkwood, please. Thank you. I'm gonna have you stand where the drone died because it dropped a smoke here. And you can continue walking towards the hill. You have no smoke. That could be a problem. Although I think one was thrown on top of this hill, so we're just fine. I don't see anything. You're gonna need to be out here to throw this. No, you're gonna need to go further forwards than that. Probably where this last smoke landed. Get another Zarbite flare forwards. And you do have a smoke for yourself. Yeah, you've got one of these things. Throw it out to there. Is this the Zarbite one? No. Put it on in your hand. Still nobody out here. I would like you to not quite be this far forwards. I'm pretty sure we dropped a smoke here, but I'm not going to play around. Okay. Glad that flare survived. Shouldn't have said anything. I don't know that I trust you to not hit our friends. Go ahead and move forwards a little bit. That's a good hit. Yeah, you're still out of... You already moved forwards. Okay, I wanted this front to push forwards. Okay. Yeah, you guys are pretty much out of smoke, so move up to, like, here, energy, that's fine. Drop this thing. You have a Zarbite flare. Go ahead and throw that thing out to... maybe not. We're gonna have to get up to, like, the previous corpses here before we actually have a chance to throw that thing a meaningful distance. Here, on the other hand... Oh, come on. Come on. It's like... It's not that far. Okay, you dropped yourself a smoke. You have a smoke if you had... Nope. You have a smoke. Throw it out to, like... Whatever. I mean, it'll cover... It'll cover Sky, who is... The reason I had you throw it, but that was not on target. You can also throw from here. Get that thing up to there. This should be Zarbite. Yes, there we go. Put that on the belt. Underwater hide and seek? At this point, yes. That is exactly what we're doing. You're out of time units. It'd be really nice if you weren't out of time units. Or not time units, you're out of energy. You're still out of energy. Yeah, this is a dangerous spot to be. Can you throw this a decent distance yet? Like out to here, let's say? Okay. Can you throw this thing out to, like, here? Yes. So there's still nothing over here. Do either of you guys still have a flare in hand? No. Have we pretty much lit up the edge of the map? It kind of looks like it. This corner might be a problem, but not much else. If you wanted to run and grab that, you could. I don't think it matters. Where is our last Zarquid? It's probably like 2 or 3 of them. This corner might be an issue. This corner might be an issue. You're on the hill here. Go ahead and step down. You might be too far out. You both might be too far out. That'll keep you covered. Okay, you're hiding against the edge of the map. I expected nothing less. But you're on the ground, too. So you guys shouldn't even need to directly hit. Mind you, it helps. Cool. 2 drones, little expensive. But 40 aquaplastics is nice, even if it took a little while. Okay, stats for the people who shot gas cannons, and we're out of chem flares. That's an interesting thing to run out of. Hold on, just give me like 50 of those. I guess I probably put all of them on the craft, so I don't even need to, yeah, I don't even need to go to base and worry about that. Because there were plenty of spare. Small, very deep. Okay. I'm going to have the Seamaster chase this as you recommended, but I'm pretty sure it's too fast. Are you just doing a flyby? Exosuit. Good. I mean, the thing can fly, and it gives you this much armor. But this is kind of a pain. I'm tempted to throw the Poseidon on as our next research project. Good. This thing's going to land way down here, isn't it? I'm going to be very upset if we lose a Triton again. Okay. Oh yeah, this thing's never going to be able to engage. You think it noticed yet? Please just land. Uh-huh. Please land. Ah, we're good. Okay. We actually get to do a USO mission this month. Okay, so we're already set up from the previous mission. I don't know that we need the number of gas cannons that we have, but we do have them. It's daytime, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that. We'll swap some flares for some motion scanners, or particle disturbance sensors. We're also going to want med kits. I'm going to give you a normal loadout. I'm going to swap one of our 5 gas cannons out. I might swap 2 of them out. Okay, that's fine. We still need a few gas cannons. Drones, you guys. Okay, so the people with a lot of, not you, people with a lot of extra strength can grab some medkit. Nope, you cannot grab a medkit. Do you have the weight for a hook? Not quite. I'll give you a knife. Not that that really matters. Give the drone 2 knives. So, 55 melee. If the drone was even remotely good in melee, I'd consider giving them hooks. I'm still considering it too, but... Hello, craft. I don't know how large this is. Okay. Well, they shoot back here, so we're gonna go ahead and throw a smoke. Cool. Hi there. Oh, is this the... This could be a pain. I don't know if that guy can see us or not. Also, drone. No, somebody in the very back here. You have a scanner. We spot a lot of aliens. Can you hit this? 11%? 20%? 30%? Yeah, let's just fire a 12% auto. Great. Go back inside. I forget that I fire snapshots with these things because they have no ammo. Okay, so the drone can just see further. Because if you're standing here, you can't see it. Okay. Do we have a gas cannon we can sneak outside? Because that would make this really easy. You're kidding me. If you can't see it, yeah, so I know it's half the accuracy when I can't see it, but I also don't want it to shoot back when our Aquanauts inevitably miss with 25% accuracy. Good job, bud. That dude was tough. You're only bleeding out? Is is a small craft, so it's not even a rank that matters. Actually, hold on. We must have a gas cannon somewhere near the exit. We do. Okay, you're gonna stay outside here, I think. You move here, you move here, you run to the wall, you go inside, you fire a snapshot over the craft, and you should be safe unless it sees both of you, which we're just gonna pretend it won't. I say it, the only one we know of is inside here. Still a pretty large map, so we'll have to do a good amount of working our way around the outside of it. Okay, you're gonna go ahead and stand there. Well, I don't really know how many aliens are on this thing. It's interesting that we don't see any here. Go ahead and get me a smoke for our drone. Yeah, you can inch out this way and drop yourself a smoke. Somebody in the corner here. Or you're probably our preferred, you don't have a motion scanner. Why do none of you have motion scanners? Yeah, there's still one guy inside there. You have a smoke that should bloom far enough. Another smoke should bloom out far enough on the sides. You can head out in this direction. Put the two gas cannons here. And we will line up everybody else to go inside. Okay, and there must be doors inside of this thing, because I can't imagine this guy's going in and out of the front door. Okay. Where's the drone relative to your firing arc? That's probably not where we want it to be. There are two. Okay. How far can you fire? That's the one I want dead. Okay. Now I need you to throw a smoke onto the roof. That's good enough. Still not looking at us. Alright. And get me a smoke out here. Good enough. We still have our two gas cannons inside. I'm gonna have you guys follow the drone. You can follow a little closer than you are. You guys are gonna be needed for breaching. Probably. Time units? One of you must have time units. Alright, hold on. Run to here. Drop a smoke. You're gonna sprint it to the roof. And you're gonna head along this edge. You from here should at least have an angle, even if you're not close enough to hurt this guy. Take a step to the side. We'll see what happens inside. The drone does not have time units to do anything too crazy. This map goes on for a ways. Okay. That's tough. This guy finally decided to go outside. Oh, there's just two of them? So that's where you ran off to. Go ahead and have the gas cannons fire at you. Apparently there's 2 guys in the ruins. Can you hit that? No, but you tried. Not even close. We'll get him eventually. I am gonna have you drop a smoke here, though. Okay, and you don't see anything just yet. I'm gonna have you sit here in your smoke cloud. Same with you. This guy's definitely out of time units. Not that that makes you any safer. There's no way you missed that many. Great, okay. Okay, I'm gonna hope the guy inside continues walking in circles. Because you guys are probably not going to have a good time if he walks out. Inch forwards. Inch forwards. You already moved. Can you fire again? No. Okay. Our guy inside is still inside. So he's walking between these 2 rooms. Okay. Let's have the gas cannons take out this guy way over here. Hit. So there's another one way over there. Interesting. You guys are incredible shots. Okay, well, I think you can actually get away with moving forwards now. This should be close enough to the edge of the map to where I'm not really concerned. This guy's probably running back into that room. Let's see, the auto version of the spear gun too expensive. Okay. I believe the question is probably oh, here, you're already inside. I believe you're referring to the dart auto gun, and it's not that it's too expensive, it's that it has low range and ammo. So for specifically breaching, this thing's pretty good. But we need the range when we're, you know, shooting across a field at Gilman like this to actually hit our shots. It just doesn't fit the scenario we're trying to use it in, because this does have an auto function. Actually, you should probably move over to the craft. It's just that it's not as potent as the other auto option. Can you see this guy? Can you auto-fire at this guy? This guy is wounded, I think. We're just gonna hope you don't get... I mean, good shot. I didn't expect you to hit 2 in a row. I was gonna say, I'm just pretty sure the Gilman's not going to hit a reaction shot at this range. Good, you inch forward, step to the edge. You want to stand here so there's nothing obstructing you, and we need a motion check on the inside, so you're on the other side now. Do you have the energy to sprint here? No, you do not have the energy to sprint. And it's turn 7, so we have time to wait. You just don't stand here, stand here. You will have your opportunity to shoot at that guy later. Can you just head down to here? That'll do. This is good enough for cover, we're not going to worry about a smoke. This could be a problem. We'll see if anybody's holding out inside those ruins. Okay, it's probably just this one guy. It moved back to the other side. Do we have... No, we have no stun option. Can you sprint this time? Yes. Cool. A couple of you got stats. It was mostly gas cannons firing across the map. Loot-wise, did we get any meaningful number of aquaplastics? We only got 11, which means the Zarquid missions are debatably better. Now, everything else outside of the aquaplastics makes this far more worthwhile, but I'm really only looking for aquaplastics right this second so I can get the better transport. Cool. Unfortunate. And let's go ahead and actually set up those... Let's set up some dissections. Gilman 19. Zarquid, there should be 10 of these things, yeah. Because we've only been making medkits and selling them so far. Subpen is complete. Good, which means you guys can make a Barracuda now. Time to open up a Zarquid farm? It's not a bad idea. Ah, you were right. Interesting. Oh, it's just the church. Okay, so this is nothing important. Now, I don't know that I want to do this at night, but we do have the option. Give me another guy who's fish food rank. Go ahead and swap the underwater drones for the surface drones. And we will deploy the Triton. Oh, so how long are we looking? 13 hours? Okay. Actually, we shouldn't have deployed the Triton. It's fine. We're going to have to do our... Alright, hold on. Return to base. What I need to do is set up loadouts to make sure that everything is actually done correctly. Because we have our land loadouts. We need to give people gas cannon. Nah, most of you are just going to end up with this. Trying to figure out if I want to add a motion scanner to this loadout. You are fine with this current loadout. You're also fine with this loadout. You're also fine with this loadout. Okay. Who has low accuracy? We want a couple of shotguns here. Actually, I should probably get shotguns to high accuracy people, but... It's fine. Here's your shotgun. Here's your shotgun. We have 2 of them now. That should be good enough. Alright. We've done one of these before. Now you guys are going to need smokes. And I should double check our flare supply, because we're going to need more. Leg. Yeah. I'll go ahead and swap that. Probably this one too. This music is rather intense for the cult. We're in a corner? Go throw a smoke. Now we have 3 gas cannons, but paladins could still be an issue. That's a lot of doors. Okay, Military 1, Colt 0, hello. You you tried to miss 2 point-blank shots. Okay. There's our military guy. Go ahead and drop yourself a smoke. Gonna do something similar over here. I need a gas cannon. I need you against the edge. And I need you to fire... Okay, I need the drone to move a little bit. I need you to fire all the way over to here. Okay, maybe the drone should just go down. Yeah, just get out of the way real quick. Bleeding. That's gonna be good enough. Now you can float back up to here. There's another guy. I want you here with a smoke. Does personal lighting make you less detectable when you turn it off? I don't think so. I've seen lots of discussion about this, though. Because there are some people who think that it does. But at this point, it's easier to see for recording's sake, so I'm going to leave it on. Okay, and you all get to inch forwards. You don't have the time units for this, actually. Get yourself a friend. And back up so that we don't get hit by grenades. That's a good reaction shot. Not really sure how they haven't killed anything yet. Either the military's got armor, or the cult sucks. And it wouldn't surprise me if it was a mix of both. Either Bud... Yeah, we did just kind of light your position up. There's a guy on the roof. Can you see roof guy? Yes. Can you auto-fire? I don't think so. Can't complain with that accuracy. Now, somewhere over here, we do need you to fire another shot, because there's definitely still... No. So there's definitely still a guy out there. Throw yourself a Zarbite Flare since it's... That's perfect. Okay, second drone. Out of time units. Nope, that's fine. Okay, you don't have smoke, apparently. Go ahead and get a team over there. I expect the gas cannons will be standing on the roof for most of the mission. Oh, this map is gigantic, what? Not going to be fun. Okay, so the cult just... Ah, damn it. Goodbye, whoever is over here. You lived... Yeah, kill that guy. Now run away. Okay, so we see this guy. You're the one who we hit earlier. I don't know that I trust you to not hit the drone with it right there. That's a good shot. Okay. Now, we also know that a lot of guys are standing over here. You should probably get out of the... It's fine. Yeah, just keep flying by at this height. There's a guy. You see him. And this is why we always fire auto shots with these things. Now, I really want to fire a gas cannon right there. Just this. Snapshot drones right there. Like, right... We got 3. Did I just kill a military guy? No. Kind of looks like they already had a military guy down, or that's just another grass tile. I am tempted to heal this guy. Though I do expect the shotgun did enough damage to where that's not realistic. Yeah, I don't think we can really spread out much. Actually, you should go inside. Welcome. Military against the cult. That was a pretty good gas cannon shot. Now, past... I mean, I feel like there's probably even more up here. We'll see. Hopefully there's nobody else on these roofs. Staircase, door, yeah, okay. So that's how they got there. Which just means we're gonna have to do way more building clearing than I want. You head this way, you're already in a good spot. We'll leave you here. That is not the path I would have taken. And it does look like we got most of the ult out here and this guy died. Hello. Okay. 0%. You're gonna have to get pretty... Well, you can probably still get an aim shot off. It was not a good aim shot. You can run it to the roof. The wall completely survived that. Go ahead and try... No. It's funny we're not even damaging the wall. Yeah, this guy's going to be a problem in the future. Do any of you have... Yes. You have the time units to throw for the drone. Gonna want to smoke for yourself. You can step forwards. Our drone is here. You don't have a smoke to throw for it. You dropped yourself a smoke. You do have a smoke you can throw for the drone. I back up a square. You're the guy who dropped the smoke. You're here. Okay. Accuracy training? Something like that. We did get a USO that you missed earlier. It was small. Nothing impressive, but... Good to get the components. And so far, the only 2 USOs that have appeared we've seen. One of them actually landed. You're going... Yeah, there's been no alien activity this month outside of the cult here. Oh, and another Zarquid mission. Just for good measure. Hello. You see two of these guys. You're bleeding. We might have hit you earlier. Well, you guys have targets. That was not on target. That was directly on target. Okay. Go ahead and fire at this guy too. I'm not sure what to expect from that guy. Hitting him in the back with a hook should do something, but it's not exactly something I want to try. On top of a box. I'll leave... No, you should probably drop your smoke there. It's not a bad smoke spot, unless it lands inside the box, in which case... What? Okay, it landed inside the box. Yeah, I needed you out of the way. You can aim and fire. We got him. Do you have smoke? Yes. So get to there. You should follow. This whole side's a problem. It looks like we're fine. Just going to pretend that nothing bad can come from over there and move you guys forwards. Are we missing somebody? Three... Nope. Last person is right here. The gas cannon is carrying at this point. Normally we just need it for these guys. That was convenient. Where did you come from? Can you kill him again? Yep. Okay, that should be the 4. I don't know that we've captured one of those yet. If there's another one on the mission, we'll try and capture it. I feel like we didn't get that last time. But I'd also prefer a day mission. Okay, so somebody is back here. Somewhere. This is going to be the fun building to clear. Is this the edge of the map? It keeps going. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just going to head this way with the scout drone. You guys? Nettie is going to head this way with the scout drone. I recommend having a scanner in your hand, too, because... Okay, maybe don't... Uh-oh. I didn't register the window here. I might have the drone stand in front of you, but I don't think that really matters. We'll just see if this guy actually sees you when you walk through the door here. There's a good chance you can't, and if it just kind of walks this way, you'll be fine. I'm going to send a shotgun this way too, since I expect we'll need it for inside. Drop yourself a smoke. Okay. That's funny. Just the American way compared to mostly a Russian thing. It's funny that we know that. Why can't you stand there? Okay, you already shot. You might just be inching forwards through this little gap. Do we have enough? Hold on, no, you don't need the smoke here. Pick that thing up, throw it to the drone. Do you have smoke on the ground? No. Okay, this is good then. Back up a tile so that you're at least inside the coverage. You can move forwards. You're going to continue to stand here. I might want you back a tile for line of sight's sake. And we'll see what happens on this front. That looks like panic to me. That or the military also can't hit a shot. Oh yeah, this guy could have been upstairs. So we know somebody's in this room. I'd fire a gas cannon at the wall if we weren't hiding behind it. There's our guy. You can't see him, but I will have you throw a flare way down here so that you can. You still can't see him. Okay, just stand here. You should back up. Okay, that's fine. We knew about that guy. That guy's panicking. Although the purple pixels there kind of freaked me out that there was a new enemy. I mean, we've probably killed enough of them to get them to fully panic unless there's another... What? So he can stand here. Unless there's another paladin around, at which point we should try and capture it. I will leave you here, and you can follow Plague forwards. You see the guy in the building. Do you have a smoke? No, okay, you know what, you're going here, we're gonna clear the building, you're gonna fire through the window at this guy. Oh, you destroyed the floor. Okay. I was gonna say, how'd you end up here? Okay, you head forwards this way. Don't stand by the window. We've established that earlier. Somebody bled out. They're panicking. We still don't see that guy. Okay. Apparently there's not much going on in here. Something explosive was used on that guy. Guy's panicking, which is fine. Yeah, you guys might just be holding down this angle, or these angles, just to make sure that nobody pops their head around. You guys are gonna... I mean, you guys can shoot at the, panicking cultist. It's not even a bad idea. Do you have smoke? Yeah, drop that there. You're going to continue to stand here in case I need you to fire into this, Oh no, because this area should be pretty clear. Do you have a, heavy-duty flare? Okay, that was not nearly far enough. Same question goes to you. You don't have one. Okay. I probably just motion scanner, right? Yeah, okay, we'll do that next turn. Okay, middle mouse is jumping much more than usual. Go ahead and pull out another scanner. There's a couple people in the building. We will have to root them out. This is not going to be fun. Okay. Scanner reads probably the main floor. Damn. I'm gonna ask you to run away. All of you need to start priming stun grenades, because this guy's not gonna go down to just one. Drop that thing, put it here, pull this out. Do you just have a space on your belt? You do. Not enough time units. You are in the same spot? Okay. Drone, sit here. This is our guy who we need to take out, though. And we need to not let him kill anybody if we can help it, because we need to keep them panicking. Somehow you're injured. Likely... likely on behalf of the military. You can stay out here. Stop jumping. Okay, so the drone didn't see anybody, which means there probably still isn't anybody. I'm gonna call that cleared. You head this way. You pull your scanner out. That's all friendly. Okay, we're gonna see how this goes. So there's a military guy here somewhere. Really should give this thing to the drone. Hold on. Do you have a scanner? Can you drop that on the ground? This guy ran back inside there. You seem to be patrolling. So we're all gonna go ahead and prime as many of these grenades as possible. Okay, and on the next turn, if this guy walks over to here, we will throw as many grenades at him as possible. Drone, I'm gonna have you run around this way. I don't even want to know what's going on in this building. We're just gonna leave a couple of guys staring at it. That's good enough. You do have smoke, so you could walk all the way up to here and drop one. Okay, I'm gonna have you stand on this edge. Better line of sight to that. Well, anything that appears there. Okay, we'll see what happens with you. You guys get to continue standing here. Good reaction shot. Why are you getting fired at? Hi there. You're not my primary concern. No, don't throw. Use it. Are guys on the staircase now? Okay, can you fire this thing one-handed? Oh, you haven't even primed it? Yeah, okay, you're gonna... put the flare on your shoulder and this on your belt? I mean, I guess you can put it back on your shoulder. I just want to be able to pull the grenade on and off of the belt. Okay, do you have a motion scanner? I don't know why a shot landed over here. Where's our last guy? You fired and missed. This time you hit. What I kind of want is somebody in this corner. I don't like this window, but we can go ahead and stand here. What? Oh. Hello. What? Throw. Throw. No, you should step over to here. Throw. That should be good enough. There's another one behind the building here somehow. I'm gonna have you throw this thing for the drone. For some reason smoke falls through the box. You're on reactions. You guys are just going to keep holding this. I would like one of you to start running back. Actually, probably want not two of you to run back. I need somebody over here with a scanner. How we didn't catch this guy earlier, I don't really know. That'll let us keep an eye on him. You panicked, which is good for us. Oh, it only took one? You're upstairs? Yeah, and somebody is over here firing at us. Do you have a flare? In a window. Okay, so you're injured. You should drop yourself a smoke then. Drone. Give me a scan. Nothing. Okay, I'm gonna have you guys use the main floor. Okay. So we've got nobody. The drone. I kind of want the drone to have a scanner now. This guy's gonna be on the roof soon. Running to here, running to here. This door is gonna open. Can you poke your head here? I don't know where this guy went. We will see. Good reaction shot, good reaction shot. You're on the roof. Hi, military guy. This dude missed. Has not hit a decent shot. Actually, run away. You don't want to get shot. Likewise. Because when we inevitably hit... Okay, come on. Oh, you're underneath or something? Expect nothing less. Oh, you see him. Okay, cool. And that's gonna be mission. Very good. Somehow we just barely wound up with a positive score. If that dude at the end hadn't lived, we'd be in trouble. Also, 1 point for the drone is hilarious. Silver didn't get to do anything, but everybody else got points. And what I'm interested in is the guy who surrendered. You lead to nothing new, even though I haven't researched you, so you can be sold off. Explosives are not good as much as they keep killing us. The officer pistol is neat. Yeah, well, it's not that the penalties are insane so much as the cultists are worth nothing. We got X rifles out of this, like, it's probably from the military. I don't think I'm ever going to use this. I don't think I'm ever going to use the AKM over the X-Rifle. The shotguns we like. Machine gun apparently got destroyed. I'll just get rid of the box. Carbines, not my favorite. Pistols are interesting. I remember them not being great. You like laser rifles. And there we go. Negative 270 per 7. That seems... well, that is a little high. I was gonna say, that still seems fairly standard. But the reason that we weren't able to offset that is because cultists are worth single-digit points. Oh yeah, Zarquid Dissection. We don't have the ability to do anything with our paladin corpses yet. Okay. And we don't have enough aquaplastics to where I want to make... oh, it's 16 too. Oh. No, I still don't have enough yet to where I want to build any exosuits or other types of armor. Which means you guys can go ahead and... oh, we have 2 projects lined up. 2 days on that versus 7 days on this. We want the Barracuda up sooner than later. Small. The month is going to end before this guy lands. Alright, hold on, graphs. There has been no activity this month. Nothing at all. Just cratered now that we have total coverage of... well, total. Mostly complete coverage of the globe. Excellent work, lovely. Made some money. Do I have time for this? I should have time for this. But at the same time, if things continue to crater for the next month, I'm only going to have this one mission to do. So I think I'm just going to call that stream, and we will deal with the USO there next time. Because I do, unfortunately, have things to do today. Can I get... I probably could, but no, we're not going to do that. We'll be responsible. That's going to be stream. We got a USO. We will be able to research the Paladin of the Church next time, which will give us access to another source of aquaplastics. Not that that's going to be a huge deal in even 2 months. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next week.